First of all, socialism with Chinese characteristics is socialism. It is not any other sort of ism. The foundational scientific principles of socialism cannot be abandoned. Only if they are abandoned would our system no longer be socialist. From first to last, our party has emphasized that socialism with Chinese characteristics adheres to the basic principles of scientific socialism and is imbued with characteristically Chinese features bestowed by the conditions of the times. Socialism with Chinese characteristics is socialism and not any other ism. Which ideological system a country implements depends on one crucial issue. Can this ideology resolve the historical problems facing a country? In the days when the Chinese people were poor, weak, and at the mercy of others, all sorts of ideologies and theories were attempted. The capitalist road was tried and found wanting. Reformism, liberalism, social Darwinism, anarchism, pragmatism, populism, syndicalism, they were all given their moment at the stage, and they all failed to solve the problems of China's future destiny. It is Marxism-Leninism and Mao Zedong thought that guided the Chinese people out of the darkness of that long night and established a new China. It is through socialism with Chinese characteristics that China has developed so quickly. Now, from the moment of China's opening up and reform began, especially after the dissolution of the Soviet Union and the tremendous changes in Eastern Europe, international public opinion has continuously railed against China. There has been no end to the different flavors of China collapse theory, yet China has not collapsed. To the contrary, our comprehensive national strength increases day by day. The living standards of the people are constantly improving. The scene before us is unique in its beauty. Both history and our present reality tell us that only socialism can save China, and only socialism with Chinese characteristics can develop China. This is the conclusion of history and the choice of our people. In recent years, there have been a few commentators, both at home and abroad, that have asked if what modern China is doing can really be called socialism. Some said we have engaged in a sort of capital socialism, while others have been more straightforward, calling it state capitalism or bureaucratic capitalism. These labels are completely wrong. We say that socialism with Chinese characteristics is socialism. No matter how we reform and open up, we should always adhere to the socialist road with Chinese characteristics. The theoretical systems of socialism with Chinese characteristics, the structure of socialism with Chinese characteristics, and the basic requirements put forward by the 18th National Congress of the Communist Party of China for a new victory of socialism. These include the absolute leadership of the Communist Party of China, grounding policy and national conditions, putting economic construction at the center, adhering to the four cardinal principles and to the program of reform and opening up, liberating and developing productive social forces, building a socialist market economy, socialist democratic politics, an advanced socialist culture, a harmonious socialist society, and an ecological socialist civilization. It includes promoting comprehensive development of the people, gradually realizing the common prosperity of all the people, and building a modern, prosperous, strong, democratic, civilized, harmonious socialist country, including adhering to the fundamental political system of the National People's Congress, a Communist Party-led system of multi-party cooperation and political consultation, a system of regional ethnic autonomy, a system of grassroots self-government, a legal system with Chinese characteristics, and an economic system in which publicly owned enterprises are a principal part, which develop side by side with diverse forms of ownership. These features enable the basic principles of scientific socialism under our new historical conditions. If we lose these, we lose socialism. Comrade Deng Xiaoping once made a profound observation. Our modernization must flow from Chinese realities. No matter if it is revolution or construction, we should pay attention to, learn from, and borrow from foreign experience. However, copying other countries' experiences and models has never been successful. We have learned a lot in this respect. In the past, it was impossible to import the Soviet system full scale. Today, it is just as impossible for us to import the Western system full scale. After the conclusion of the Cold War, many developing countries were forced to adopt the Western model. The consequence of this has been party feuds, social unrest, and peoples left homeless and wandering, all of which have, to this day, been difficult to stabilize. I recall the story written by Sera-Jade's Autumn Floods. Perhaps you've never heard about the young boy of Shaolin who went to learn the Handan walk. He hadn't mastered what the Handan people had to teach him before he forgot his old way of walking, so he had to crawl all the way back home. We must never go to Handan to learn to walk and forget our native stride. Instead, we have taken Marxism and Zionized it. That is socialism with Chinese characteristics. In the recent years, with the rise of China's comprehensive national strength and international status, there has been much international discussion and study of the Beijing Consensus, the China Model, and the China Road. Among these studies, there is no shortage of praise. Some foreign academics believe that rapid pace in China's development has called Western theories into question. A new form of Marxist theory is overturning the traditional theories of the West. Yet, from beginning to end, we have maintained that every country's road to development should be decided by the people of that country. The so-called China model, with the road of socialism with Chinese characteristics, was created through the Chinese people's own struggles. We firmly believe that as socialism with Chinese characteristics develops further, our system will inevitably mature, and it is likewise inevitable that the superiority of the socialist system will be increasingly apparent. Inevitably, our road will become wider. Inevitably, our country's road of development will have increasingly greater influence on the world. We just need this sort of confidence. Confidence in our theories, confidence in our system, and confidence in our road. We will truly be what poets like to call cliffside bamboo, standing strong despite countless hardships, beaten about by gales on every side.